When we talk about food and poverty, we're talking about these connections that create a cycle of income to food choice. These connections are made through access, knowledge, income, and community. With the help of Front Creek students and the students of the Navajo Nation, we've been able to explain to you today how these four components show the connections between the lack of food and access and poverty to make it stronger.
Income differs through all races, religions, and ethnicities. No matter your income, healthy food changes your view on your income and on your life. There's been this idea that lower income conclude to poor food choices. Does income truly show us what type of food we buy? Why should it? Income shows only how we are financially, but food choices show us how we are knowledgeably.
Once told by a former council delegate, a person can learn all kinds of things and take it in a day. But in order to know, you have to understand. Without understanding, it's moot. Once you understand, you find ways to apply and expand on it. My knowledge of food before the trip wasn't very high. I knew that foods with high fats and sugars that are in large quantities were bad, but I also gained knowledge on new plants and spices. I have learned that an individual is not knowledgeable without expanding their knowledge to others.
Did you know that your access to food can cause an early death? If we live in a country where everyone is equal, why should one person live longer than the other because they have better access to food? Lower access to food means that people are more likely to buy from fast food restaurants, which causes obesity and eventually leads to death. This is no secret. Leela Gentle, a farmer at the Barstown Road Market, acknowledges this. Richer neighborhoods are going to have a higher access to different supermarkets than the poorer regions. These issues are a never-ending cycle of education, income, and access. If there is little to no income, then there is the lack of education, and the lack of education means less income, then there is no money to pay for the food, classifying this region as poor, which means that there's no access to food, and it keeps going. Education and income are the long-term solutions for better access.
Talking to Ivor, I've realized that without a friendship in a community, there are no future generations of better thinkers. He's created programs taking in younger adults and paying them for farm work. He's created a new generation of farmers, a new community that will strive and live past him. With this, I've learned that communities bring us together, no matter what the financial reference. Prime examples is Caroline Waters, an elementary school teacher taking kids who live under the poverty line and teaching them as a community that whatever obstacles when concerned with food can be overcome. There are obstacles set by ourselves, obstacles that doubt us as individuals, obstacles such as how much income you make, how far you live from a market, or how much water is available. There are no obstacles that an individual can overcome without the help and bond formed by a community.